April 17th, a nice sunny, very windy day. Winds are a constant about 25 miles an hour with gusts up to like 40 or 45, so not too pleasant to be outside of a tractor cab, that is. But finally getting going. Man, it's been cold and rainy first half of April, but caught a little break in the weather, so we're working down some corn stalks now to hopefully plant some beans this afternoon, and then tomorrow night there's a chance for like 8/10 of rain, so we're gonna see how that goes. We might wait to plant any corn to see what the weather brings, just because we want to be able to get a whole lot done anyway, so might as well wait and see. But as you guys can see out there, lots of weeds. This is what happens when you can't get into the fields early. Stuff starts getting difficult for us. It's weedy, so I'll have to work probably half of this twice. This is about just shy of 40 acres here, so I have to go over this hilltop right here twice, so you can see down over there it's not as bad, but it's working up really well. Thought it might be a little bit wet, but it's actually really nice. You can see neighbors going over there. So I'm here in this corn stalks that was disked last year with a till-all. Jonathan is working down some corn stalks just south of town with a cultivator that the whole field's going to be worked twice. So he'll work that this afternoon, and then probably hit it with this tomorrow when we plant it. Hopefully plant it anyway. But we'll just see how things go. It's been really warm. It's been in the 80s past 3 days, which has been nice. But today's been the first really windy day. And tomorrow's supposed to be a lot better. Probably going to do quite a bit of spraying tomorrow. We're going to spray any beans that we get planted today, and then spray some 32% down in front of the corn planter. It doesn't have to get worked in, because since it's going to rain, that rain will work it in. And then as soon as we get fit again, we'll get it worked down and then plant it. So see how that goes. I don't know if you guys will be able to see very well, but you can see these weeds are pretty viney, not real thick, and then it's not like a solid blanket. You know, you look across it, it looks solid, but you get on top of it, and it's not completely solid, but it's going through it pretty well. I'm sure the spots, I'll have to go over twice, or else we will miss a few. Just the nature of it, unfortunately. But this is some disc corn stalks. This is the first year that we've really disked a measurable amount of corn stalks. We did a few hundred acres disked, and then we turboed a bunch, obviously, and then we disc ripped some as well. So we got 3 different types of tillage, fall tillage stuff that we're going to be working up, but working up really well. See over there, which is good. I was hoping it would. So see how the rest of this goes, and get down over here to a little bit lower spot, but shouldn't be too bad for as dry as this is over here. Well, Dad Luke just swung by, double checked some stuff. We ended up putting this in just a little bit deeper. Probably been all right, but we just want to make sure we're getting down and getting all the roots of the weeds cut up. So, I don't know, I'm about half done with this, maybe not quite. So they're probably going to go check on Jonathan, then I would assume get the planters already pulled out. So going to make a couple final adjustments to the hydraulic flow on that tractor, and then hopefully head this way. So I'm not sure how much more talking I'm going to do to you guys in this tractor, just because this cab is kind of loud and it's not great camera quality. So hopefully I'll talk to you whenever they get the planter up here, and show you guys planting some beans. Okay, it's been a few hours. In the planter tractor now. Dad Luke brought the planter here, and we had a little bit of trouble with our planter monitor here, but we got couple calibrations done, and we're good to go now. So Dad started out, I was riding with him. I think he's actually going to do most of the planting this year. John and I did all of it last year, but basically Dad was working ground and also running around and checking a bunch of fields and getting out and hauling seed and stuff like that. He decided at 66 years young that he's too old for that anymore. So he's gonna leave that to Jonathan and I. We'll take turns working ground and spraying like we normally do. So I was in here kind of teaching Dad, relearning him anyway. It's been a couple of years since he's done that because Jonathan had been planting, but we redid some stuff with our auto steer since we've been marking lines with the four-wheeler, kind of showing him how to get those pulled up and whatnot and so on. But he had to go do the chores, go feed the cattle, so I just stayed here in the planter tractor, and so he's gonna go do the chores. I'll finish this up tonight. Luke's gonna go work that 40 I was telling you about in preparation for tomorrow, and then hopefully we'll get Dad squared away on the planter. He can plant that 40, and I think there's probably another 60 just down the road from it that we'll probably piddle around with too. Like I said, we're not going too hard because it's supposed to rain, and we don't have a whole lot that's perfectly ready yet because we had a little bit of a rain last night down to the south. Hit a couple tenths, so that kind of put us out. But like I said, we're jumping around onto our drier field, so we'll probably do that, hopefully 100 acres tomorrow. See what the weather looks like, maybe see what the tomorrow afternoon looks like. Might be a couple more fields we'll be able to do. But as far as tomorrow goes, I don't know exactly what I'll be doing. You guys will either be with me or Jonathan. I know we're going to try to do a bunch of spraying, get some 32% down. So I say we'll either be spraying or potentially be in a tillage tractor, but we'll see. Got the depth set on this. Just had to make a few minor adjustments, so this worked out pretty nice. This was, like I said, disc, so worked out better than I thought it would, to be honest. But we'll see. Had a couple fits with some of our seed tubes, but got those cleaned out. So, per usual, getting all the bugs worked out. First field of the season. Don't expect to get much done the first day or two, but everything's going well now. Sure does feel good to be back going again. Like I said earlier, it's April 17th, so it's exactly a week later than what we started last year. However, last year we had really good planting conditions, and we were able to finish in 20 working days. We planted for 20 days. We didn't plant on any Sundays or anything, so which is really good. Hopefully we'll have good planting weather this year, although the extended forecast doesn't look too promising, but we shall see. This is how it goes with farming. And like I said, we're waiting on planting corn for this. There's another cold snap coming. It's supposed to be about 3 days in the high 30s for the lows, and if it's supposed to be wet, that's not the greatest, but we're also getting to the time where it's just time to plant, and whatever happens, happens. So, kind of gotta throw some ideas around, but we'll see how it goes. I don't think anything else is gonna happen tonight. Finish this up and go park it, but I'll let you know if anything changes. If not, plan on see you guys tomorrow, either in sprayer, in the tender truck, or working ground. I'll be doing something. Well, finally doing some spraying this afternoon. I'm spraying on that first 40 acres that we planted yesterday afternoon. Dad just got done with another 40, and he's gonna do his 40 there around the shop. So not a whole lot getting done, which is all right. Like I said, just getting started and waiting to see what this rain does tonight. They're calling for up to 1 inch. And it's supposed to get cold again, so we're exactly sure what we're gonna do. But we're spraying down Matador residual. It works really, really well for our bean program. So I'm going to do this. Got a little 7-acre piece to hit on the way to that other 40, and then go back to the shop. Jonathan's in the tender trailer, so everything's going well so far, which is good, I think. At least according to my numbers. I don't know. I guess we'll see at the end of the day. Glad to be back into the sprayer. I always like spraying. It's fun, especially when you don't have to worry about driving down the roads. A lot of other guys farming today, spraying, planting, working ground. So busy day. I know everyone's trying to get him in before the rain, per usual, but pretty decent conditions as well. A little wet in some areas, but hey, it's about that time where you just got to get going. Not hardly any wind today, which is good because yesterday it was blowing like 25 or 30 miles an hour, which is not suitable for spraying at all, though it's barely above a breeze today, which is good, so that's always nice. Not a huge deal when you're spraying residual, just because it's not as volatile as other stuff, and a lot of basically no other guys' crops are up, so you don't have to worry about smoking their crops, which is always good, but I always want to pay attention to the wind. So we'll be able to get this knocked out no problem, and then we got a couple new things-ish. Yeah. We got some new things that I'll have to show you when we get back to the shop. A little different than what we're used to here on the farm, so it'll be interesting. And we're off to the next one. Gotta love spraying. Get a lot done when you need to. Especially nice having your own sprayer. Don't have to count on someone else to do it. And like I said, get out there, kind of pick and choose and do it when you need to. Makes it really, really nice. Makes it really handy. And it's pretty well pays for itself real quick, judging by the application rates they're charging nowadays. So it's a win-win all around. Well, guys, I apologize. I haven't been doing much filming. I'm having a couple problems with our sprayer. Not exactly sure what the problem is. We're supposed to be putting down 16.23-ish gallons an acre, because our Matador is 15 gallons an acre, and then we've got some ATS in there. And according to my monitor here, that's what it says we're doing, but my tank's running out before it should. So according to my math, we're putting out about 20 gallons of the acre instead, which isn't a huge deal. I'd rather it be heavy than light, but obviously we need to get that figured out. So I was able to finish up this 140 just here, this 140 acre piece, just to the southwest of town. I'm gonna take it to the shop. Dad's doing that 37 there, and figure something out. It's got to be sprayed, so we'll probably just bump our rate back and spray it, but we're already going to be short, so it doesn't really matter. But we got to spray out what's in the tender. So probably have to call some people, do a little digging, do a little interneting, see what happens. I'll let you know if I figure anything out. Well, I did a little research online to try to figure out our rate problem, and it seems like it could be the flow meter, which would make sense. So I looked up some calibration procedures and did some of that. So we'll see what it comes out to be here on this 37 acres. Hopefully it'll be close and go from there. And if not, I'll probably have to give a mechanic a call and see what he's got to say. So we'll see. Jonathan's about done with this here, and we'll spray it as soon as he gets done. Okay, I think I got her pretty close to dialed in. Just from what I've seen, I've only done about 15 acres, but from the numbers I've seen and the numbers I'm coming up with, looks like we're going to be pretty close. I'll get a final number after this and adjust it if I need to, and then what we need to do is spray a big field or have a big day and keep track of everything and go from there. But should be pretty close, which is good. Got some rain coming, which is okay because this stuff needs to get incorporated with rain anyway. But I'll let you know when I get done with this. Dad, John, and Luke just got done putting away the planter and the tillage tractors, so that's good. Well, that's going to be all she wrote for this video. The storms are on the horizon, if you will. I believe I got that sprayer pretty much dialed in. We'll do some more checks with larger quantities of acres and gallons, but hopefully, judging by what I've got pulled up, it should be pretty close, which is good. Caused a little bit of an issue today, but nothing that can't be figured out. So I do appreciate you guys watching, and if you like this video, please leave us a like and a comment, and maybe subscribe if you would. See you at the next one.